Hello everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. So we have one goal for today. Our MSQ requires level 34, and I want to raise our summoner to level 34. Let's go ahead and find some quests to do. I believe we might have some quests here that are like level 30, 31. If not, we'll have to look around even more. But we've got a few side quests here and there. What about these? 31. Perfect. Maybe there'll be a whole quest chain here. I wouldn't spend too much time with Utica adventure. His strain of foolish cheer can be catching. I found that Wes never become too happy. Happiness begets complacency. And it's only through discontentment that one rises to become more. This brings us to the issue of which one of us will next lead our tribe. Unlike Utica, the matter of who becomes the next Nun is one I take most seriously. Each of us represents a distinct vision for what lies ahead. I'm fascinated with the future. We cannot create it, but we can be prepared for it. We can profit from it, or we can perish by it. I need you to speak with immigrants, for they see Forgotten Springs through the eyes of opportunity, not loyalty. And some of the stuff I put up on the market is selling. Yay. You there, you have the smell of a resourceful drink of water. Help me with one of the young ones, will you? I speak of a novice ranger by the name of Ukazuna, one of our most promising. I sent her southwest to hunt anglers, but she's rather long in the returning. You should be back by now, even if she killed one, dressed it, and made a saddle out of it. As young a huntress as she is, I suspect she tripped over her own tail, and has made a right mess of things. But as this is something she ought to do on her own, I fear sending one among the tribe to help her is out of the question. You, on the other hand, are a different story. Alright, we're talking to immigrants to see if they favor this guy for the next Nun, the leader of their tribe. Never did understand why they've got so few bunks here. You see them miners pitching their tents down at Virgot's strike? You think they want to be holed up there? Of course not. It's just they couldn't find an inn hereabouts that weren't full up. Okay. So they got their own problems, basically. Oh. Oh. I didn't leave a spot to put our chocobo. Ooh. Okay. Let's move this there and this there for now. But, well, wait a minute. We can get rid of this entirely. So let's put our heel over there. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then we'll put our chocobo there. Sorry. Action bar management. It's a trial. A full-scale Amalia attack would breach the defenses here within a day. With the lizardmen making so free of Zanrak of late, it'd be good for all to have the immortal flames bolster the outpost here. Okay. So you're worried about the defense of the place. I say more trade, fewer hindrances. Forgotten Springs is ideally situated to be the waypoint for trade routes across the desert. If only the Nun would think to woo us merchants instead of outright rejecting us. So man, you gotta build, you gotta expand. You need to have an inn that welcomes people. You need to have a market that welcomes traders. You gotta have guard posts for the immortal flames to help you. Instead, you just got like 2 little buildings. Fascinating, very fascinating. They speak much truth to you. You are my ears on the street. All the voices cry out for Forgotten Springs to open its gates. If our tribe is to prosper, we must enjoy the coin and protection of immigrants and outlanders. When I am done, the old ways will have to give way to the new. The law is clear. To become the Nun of the U tribe, one must defeat the current Nun. In my case, this means Uod Nun. And he was part of the company of heroes, man. You're not going to beat him. In order to win the right to challenge Uod, I must first triumph over Utica. He stands in my way, and I in his. In this manner, the Nun is protected from constant challenge. But to defeat Utica, my arms must be impeccable. A fool he may be, but a weak he is not. I shall make new arrowheads, and for that I need barbs from my garrison. And they are over here. Can't use yet. Oh, I must have the wrong ability there. Or maybe... Wait a minute. I have to be able to use Ether Charge. That doesn't make any sense. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this. Our new class. Ether Charge. That's what I have there, right? We got level 6. Oh, I don't have Carbuncle up. Oh, I'm feeling pretty powerful. I think we're just like flat out stronger. Oh, there's a person here. Hello. Render assistance to this dude. Right. Gods, I'm sorry. Oh, not to you. I'm sorry I failed so miserably. Utica gave me this mission himself. He's sure to be the next Nun of the tribe. And I have dishonored the name of the U. I could crop my tail as a penance, but I have to redeem myself. I'll just do something different again. I'm trying so hard. Guess we're done. The yards and barbs, have you fetched them? Here you go. My appreciation, adventurer. You may be surprised by what target these find. Note what you see of Forgotten Springs this day. The old ways are going, as quickly as these arrows do fly. Took it hard, did she? She should. She's bringing up the rear in this crop of novices. If this were a game of Ifrit take the hindmost, she'd be on fire about now. The reckless always have to take the hard way. They fail until they succeed, or get themselves killed. To tell you the truth, I was exactly like her once, down to the earnestness. I liked the way you handled yourself the last time. Would you be my helping hand in the desert once more? You remember Ukazuna, don't you? I have her where she needs to be, out hunting Amalja. Humbled, petulant, with no idea how to gather her wits or her skills. The kindling is laid, all it needs is a spark. Go east and dispatch 3 Amalja before her eyes, harden that heart of hers. Then with a deft psyche, strike upon that flint. And we have another quest right out in front. Hello. Have I got a job for you, adventurer? You'll be positively perfect. You can look dangerous, can't you? My sisters and I like to bathe here after a hunt, but lately there have been oglers about. I have leapt out of the water to chase them off, but this only seems to swell their ranks. Will you chase them down and show them how furious I am? Sometimes you just gotta look, you know? Sometimes you just gotta. Furious. Can't say as I meant to offend you, madam. Well, I'll be going. 6 of them. I said I like the trees too. It's not like I'm only here for the girls. This is definitely a type of quest they would not have in Warcraft. Uh-oh, milady, I've been tested and found most wanting. So easily was I blinded, trusted, enfeebled. I must rise above these base impulses if I am to amount to anything. Whoa there! I'll never peep, I swear it by the 12. Gods, I'll see that look of fury in nightmares. No need to get angry, lass. I was just measuring these trees. Yes, these trees. Rather odd looking, eh? Only doing my bit for science. I'm sorry, madam. No need to get angry now. I have a problem, alright? I was working it out with my mummy what? Marvelous, non-ogler in sight. You have my gratitude, adventurer. Though having a good look at you, I suppose I wouldn't mind if you stole a peek now and then. Bet you didn't think my taste ran that way, huh? It's a curious quest. Let's see if we have another quest up here. You see all this? All the excavation knowledge of Amagina and Sons mineral concern put to use uncovering the remains of the Algan Empire. We mine knowledge here, not ore. That sounds grand, and it is, but most of my time is actually spent mothering this equipment. It's on account of the sand getting into the worst places. And the damn stuff is everywhere. Which brings me to you, naturally. Your showing up now is a godsend, and who am I to refuse the gods? If you remove 3 piles of sand right over there. Be careful as you go about, though. Some smoke bombs have burrowed into them, and they're none too friendly. sand. Lols. Okay, nothing there. It is done! That was wonderful, adventurer. Those piles were growing larger by the day. Can't tell you how little I wanted to clean them up myself. But speaking of things I have no interest in doing, I'm sure you've noticed by now the glut of smoke bombs surrounding the site. They're not here by chance. They're here on account of the equipment. The machines run bloody hot, and the heat draws the bombs in. Every time that happens, we need to shut everything down, or risk them exploding on the lot of us. Take care of them. Job done, man. By now to my thaw, freedom from distractions at last. Thanks to you, I might be able to spend more than a minute focused on the dig. Nothing beats having an extra pair of hands around. And no follow-up. Let's just go help this girl out with the Amalja. I'm helping. Hey, I needed these guys now. For the immortal flames, not for me. Don't hide, girl. Get out there and smash him. Give him a slap. I bore witness to your deeds. You were amazing. I felt as though I was in a daze, but now I'm fully aroused. I shall need time to consider your actions these days. You're supposed to go smack him. Never mind. Oh, did we get separate hunt targets? That's a question I have got. No, I still just have Arcanist hunt targets. Not separate Scholar and Summoner. We'll go do those if when we finish this area up. Oops. Getting turned about. Well done, and thank you. I'm afraid someone may have wrecked our effort. That double-dyed fool Ukuba saw fit to give her another lecture as soon as she rode back in. The man is such a fool. His scolding ways have cost us more novices than the desert and beastmen combined. Ukuba has little love for anyone but himself. So it's you. Been working with Utika in his schemes, I've heard. I suppose I can hardly expect an adventurer to be loyal, but I can expect you to stay out of tribe affairs, especially when the training of our young rangers. Concern the training of our young rangers. The fact that Ukazuni has been naught but a disgrace to us is no excuse for your interference, no matter what Utika may believe. For the nonce, I've dispatched her to the Minotaur Mound, that she might reflect on her many flaws in solitude. But that will accomplish nothing by itself. This problem must be fixed at the source, Utika's foolish methods. Since you've gotten so close to the man, be so kind as to tell him to refrain from corrupting other impressionable novices. Hey, that guy across the room? He has something to say to you. What's this? Ukuba expects me to stay away from teaching our young ones? His foolish notions truly know no bounds. A true instructor does more than simply criticize his students when they fail. I continue to worry about how Ukazuna fares following the repeated rebukes she's received from that onion-eyed troll. Who knows what damage he'd wrought? Seek her out that we might determine her mental state. Is she bathing? No. Alas. And there is another quest up here. Hello, how you feeling? It's good to see you again. What's that? You're wondering how I'm doing? I'm fine. Don't worry yourself on my account. I have everything I need. Mostly. There's one thing you could do for me. I need 3 anglers, alive but enfeebled. Okay. And what about you, man? I was all set to open a shop in Forgotten Springs. Would have been glorious, an amazing location, a string of customers lined up, a bevy of beauties about, but the nun of the tribe up and forbade it. Just like that. In a way, I understand it. The Oo kill or gather most of their own food. They don't need what I'm offering. But surely the nun has to see there's more to his oasis than his own tribe. Prospectors, adventurers, flames. We just don't live or eat as they do. But there I go again, getting on my soapbox. I might as well talk to you about something you can help with. Take this passage to Beergoat's Strike. So we've gotten about half a level from doing these quests. It's decent. Minority rapport. Oh dear, don't kill him. Chocobo! I'm blaming that one on you, Chocobo. Let's go ahead and do this one too. You know, I feel like World of Warcraft, it did used to be more like this. Like, I mean, this game in Final Fantasy, yeah, cat girls are sexy. That's just, you know, part of the world. And I think that at one point, night elves were sexy. And that was just part of the world. But they've really moved away from that kind of thing. Oh well. Well met, adventurer. A package came from Minotaur Malm, did you? Thank you most kindly. The Malm's a pokey kind of place. Small as the dickens and all manner of isolated to boot. Makes it tough to get up there and give Riridisu his custom he's due. Right shame about the nun's decision. A store in the springs would have been a kindness. It's just a crying shame. There's no changing that old Mikote's mind, mostly on account of the fact he hasn't one. Hey, he was part of the company of heroes. He was part of the group that killed Titan. Have some respect. I mean, I've killed Titan. Have you? No new quest start. I know there was a dude down here. But apparently he hasn't activated yet. Now there's a ton of quests in Carathis, but they're all like level 35. There's probably a few more in the Bronze Lake area, right? Where we fought Titan. Here, I got you some anglers. These should do nicely. I switched to archery, you see. I thought the anglers, I might slow it, would make fine practice targets. It's interesting. I won't have dreamed of picking up the bow before, but some things became clear to me after that Amalja hunt. When I returned from it and spoke with Ukuba, who suggested I might be more suited to fighting at range. 'Twas he who showed me how to shoot. He even gave me these arrows. Ah. I'm fortunate to have both of them watching over me. We're a tribe, and what I take from others I wish to give back someday. That is what I train for now. Not to win praise or escape rebuke. Different though they may be, either would make a worthy nun. Don't think I've grown too wise, though. Believe me, I still get a thrill and a half from putting arrows through these slimy monstrosities. So, these people are not telling me the truth. They're actually, you know, working together, kind of. But I think we're out of quests here now. What's this fate? Or well, we'll see once we've reported it. It's a giant worm. Whoa. Go away. Is my chocobo getting wrecked up there? It might be. What are you doing? Well, that was exciting. And yeah, my poor pet got all messed up. Quah! You found Okazana, you say? And she's become an archer. Well, that's brilliant. I can't believe I didn't think of it myself. Those Yarzan Barb arrowheads. Ukuba spent hours shaping those. Well, I hate to admit it, but he's a better man than I gave him credit for. Still, he shall receive no quarter from me. I intend to lead this tribe. It will all be all the easier to beat him bloody if I keep my dislike of him intact. And that seems to be the end. No follow-up. Nothing up here either. We're out of quests. Let's start doing some of these hunts. So, Kakiran Goal Roaster in Bloodshore. We do have quests here. Level 30, 32. I guess I should do them. And I really never bother with this person. He's Grand Leave. I don't know. They don't even get that much XP. Let's just do the regular quests. I'm sorry, man, we have no head cheese today. Why ever not? Because the kobolds are stealing food everywhere in Costa del Sol. The tomato pies, the mashed potatoes, and now the head cheese to boot. I have an idea for ambushing those beady-eyed furballs, but I can't go off in case Master Durstveitz needs me. I can't stand here and do nothing about it either, as I'm the one getting blamed for the missing eats. Would you solve this problem for me? You look to have some spare time. I've placed the meats the kobolds like best in these 5 sacks. Line them up along the pier to the north. The kobolds are up to something. See those contraptions out along the road to the west? They've gone so far as to set up their own damn refiners within yalms of our beach. You know what I say? Time to blow them to kingdom come. I just happened to have made some makeshift bombs for the occasion, but I'd never thrown one before. I've seen you around here, and you seem a capable sort. Take these and pitch them at the refiners. Master Gigariju, is of course second to none in matters of business and connoisseurship. However, he can be somewhat naive as to regards other matters. He has become convinced that the recent spate of earthquakes is the fault of large buffaloes. I would grant some amount of exasperation over our local children being mauled in the wake of the tremors, but really now, it's one thing to see the buffaloes in a tizzy, another to think they could have anything to do with the quakes. I've tried to reason with him, but it's been to no avail. Indulge, my master, and slay a half dozen. Oh, where are they? Has something less than delightful and more than awful befallen the new dancing girls who were to arrive today? This is most inconvenient. I do however wish that someone would find the driver who was to bring my divine danseuses. That someone would be healthily rewarded for it, I shouldn't doubt. This seems a fairly unusual thing to do, but I'll accept that you might know better than I do. Perfect. Where am I throwing stuff up? Way up there. So let's just turn this in first. Those filthy ground dwellers fell for it. I knew it. I owe you a debt. Master Drittvitz will be pleased too. Between the two of us, it was I who ate the tomato pies. If Master Drittvitz actually knew anything about kobolds, he'd never believe the creatures would eat such a thing. I do hope this is the end of their mischief, but I think not. From what I've observed, they seem to be readying for battle. We've already got the Sahagin to deal with. I don't know that we need that kind of trouble. I didn't catch your name before. Yay? Nice to meet you. Even more so because I could use your help again. It's those quakes that started up a while ago. The tremors have been sending snippers up out of the water. They're bloody dangerous things to get rid of by themselves, but there's a gnarled old gripper to tackle into the bargain. Took a toe off the Salter's boy not 3 days past. We know how to best it, but we can't get close enough. Master Gigariju has an alchemic concoction that should soften the old gripper's shell. Here, take it. Survive the ill-tempered Wavekin's swipes long enough to make sure it gets several dousings. And we need to unlock leaves here too. Although that can be by anybody who hits level 30. I think I'll just leave that one for now. Hey, where's the dancing girls? The governor sent you, did he? I was afraid he wasn't going to wait no more. Don't be giving me the sack now. It wasn't my fault. I brought the girls just like I was supposed to. We got as far as here before they caught sight of the ocean, and that's the moment they started crying like coerels and hopping like spriggans. As soon as I stopped the wagon, they were off and running to the beach. Now I yelled at them ladies to get back in the carriage so we could get to where we're supposed to go, but they didn't pay me never mind. You go talk some sense to them, would you? They're out on the beach up here. Hey, Buffalo, stop making earthquakes. So rude. There aren't any more around. They're probably too busy making earthquakes. We'll just go ahead and deal with these things. Oh, okay. So... Did I just hear an earthquake? I think I did. Oh dear. Well, withdrew from battle. Oh. Invulnerable. He must have moved too far away. This is an awful lot above those. No wonder there's been so many earthquakes. There we go. That went on forever. Yeah, let's get my chocobo back out. Punch a will-o'-the-wisps? Sure. There we go. Hey! Dancer girl. This is so unprofessional. Shell's right fancy and pricey back home. Betcha Gilda Gubu Poop that I can sell a beauty like this to Master Gikuruju. Need to find a way to get to him, though. You go wait a while I find a wagon or something. Oh, honey, I've never seen anything like this. It's all dunes where I come from, you know. I'm sure Master Gikuruju wouldn't mind if we stretched our legs before coming to see him. I just feel so blessed to be here. This is so beautiful and inspiring, don't you think? I'm feeling so many things, I just need to drink it all in and channel it into my art. Excuse me, who are you? Not the boss of me, that's right. This is my first time on the beach, and nobody's gonna tell me how long I can and can't have. Got it? Yeah, they didn't listen. Where are the snippers? They're down here. Okay. Let's just go and get them. And we'll come back up. A little private beach right here. All right. Lie in wait and defeat the Gripper. Yeah, we need to get this one out of the way, probably. Hello. Perfect. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any of the hunt targets. It was a Kikiran group, and they're not hereabouts. It was Bloodshore, right? Yeah. Must be up here somewhere. I've heard talk of late about what's causing these tremors. Folks seem certain it's the work of a monster. I know from experience that such words are often naught but wind, but I can't help but wonder. It's okay, I dealt with it. That was some fine right work. I could see those blasted machines light up from here. You've got talent. That's a good thing, because the kobolds are too much for us to handle. Thanks to you, we got them this time. And there's a follow-up. I need your help with a personal matter. I've mislaid something. It's very important to me. Medals with lions on them. As much as I like to go myself, my place is here. We can't afford to take our eyes off the kobolds for now. But those 3 medals are the most precious things I own. Any help you can give would be appreciated. You might start your search around Gullperch Tower. Go to the top and give it a good lookout. I stopped the earthquakes! I'm quite certain those beasts were innocent of any earth-shattering crimes, but it's well they've been dispatched regardless. In truth, I believe Master Kikuruji knows in his heart that buffaloes are not the cause. It's in fact the primal titan. He also realizes that his wealth would not avail against such a threat. It does him credit he strives to do right by the people of Costa del Sol. He must allow certain problems are not within his means to solve. I have a more deserving adversary for you this time, adventurer. There are arachnites making their homes on the pillars below. These steel spatulas should serve to both dislodge the mollusks and preserve our posts at the same time. Overcome by the ocean, are they? Seduced by the sound, with me waiting? Me who paid so dearly to see their unparalleled undulations. How delightful! They're true artistes, as beautiful inside as they are out. Gridania is green, Ul'dah is golden, but only Costa del Sol is blue and white. Yes, I should have thought of it earlier, and given them leave to play upon the beach. Happy it is to be a wealthy man. I shall wait because I can. I'm no drudge quaking at the sound of a master's step, nor am I a knuckle-biter who needs a bottle of brandewine to keep the tremors at bay. I shall enjoy the anticipation and the fulfillment alike. That's a good attitude, I like that. I wish I was that rich. Or at all. Excellent timing, come, such a still, wilting day, and I had a thought. It's nighttime. A violet, not a rose. I had a thought, a little thought, a violet, not a rose, to call up a refreshing breeze. The wind sprites, now, you can get a healthy puff or 2 out of them. Follows that a powerful sprite can set a whole city aflutter. According to my best calculations, or rather my second best calculations, no need to ask how or why, collecting 3 cores from wind sprites should permit you to summon a more powerful specimen. Won't someone, present company definitely included, carry out my genius plan? You know, I'm killing a bunch of things and I haven't even eaten food. What a noob. Here's some wind sprites. Alright. I'm not convinced that that was, you know, to the good, but whatever. Oh my. Look out! Look out! Where is it? Did I not do it right? Oh, right there. Thought there was going to be kobolds. Guess not. Thought I heard an earthquake. Here you go, man. You did! The Navigator has been kind to me this day. Every one of us got to medal when we joined the company of heroes. If you ever fell, your best friend would take yours. 3 friends there were, and only me left. And I can smell another war coming, only this time nothing is new, and all the fear is old. Sometimes I think I've lived far too long. Wow, that's mournful. What a tonal shift. Okay. The pillars look sparkling. Thank you, milady. It was only a bit of housekeeping, I suppose, but even that is beyond me. I once served in the company of heroes, if you can believe it. but a battle with a primal left me grievously wounded and heartsore. I have since kept it to more mundane tasks. I have lost the appetite for bloodshed. This life has been good to me. Too many soldiers fight to defend that which they will never know, the joy of learning, the pleasure of ease, the tumult of beauty. But I've known none. In my dreams of smoke and steel, I still hear my captain calling, "To me, to me." Wow, this is, turning into a thing. Good morning, ma'am. A word, if I may. A visiting danseuse spotted strange fish on the beach and came screaming back to the house. He is a level-headed young person, so I fear 'tis no favors. The beach is no place for any frolics until the truth is ascertained. I turn to you once again. Check the beach. The storm sprite attacked you? So only you enjoyed a refreshing buffeting. I had but a whimpering whiffle. Oh, phooey. Now I shall be bored again. Was that a fart joke? The wind, it passes. Okay. You see those wild colibri? Not one of them was originally here. Though the alchemical question of where here is, that's something we can munch many almonds over. 'Twas I that bred, fed, and released the birds. So of course, they're still mine, or if they belong to themselves, certainly no one else owns them. At least not more than I own them. Where was I? Oh yes, my colibri are being poached. The miscreants hang just outside the boundary of Costa del Sol. Sly, and entice the colibri with feed. They should not be doing any such thing, such an ungentlemanly thing. Won't you parley with them? And if you can't talk sense into them, we'll have to lure the birds back using these flowers. My colibri love Roselle nectar, I happen to know. Why? Because I bred them and fed them. That's the things you saw? I mean, we can see it from here. It looks like a snipper. There's not exactly much of a... Well, I guess what killed it, though. All better. Who is that? Oh, it's a person. A player. How disappointing. So, I need to go up here to get a bird's eye view. And speak with a poacher. That's a lot of birds. Back off! This is Bloodshore. We're not in Costa del Sol, and that means we don't have to live by your master's say-so. Bloodshore is not a part of his little fiefdom. We're free folk here, not bought and paid for, like the lot in Costa. Well, as well as have to lure them back. There we go. I'll just appear right here. I took your birds. Damn that Gigaruju. He thinks he can buy everything. We built Costa del Sol by the sweat of our brows. Did he tell you that? I know every cobble of the streets. Laid about half of them myself. It was a pioneer town. A good town. Then that moneybag swooped in and took it all. Stay as a lad. Yeah. Keep whining. Ooh, I need that. I need that? You need that too. Are there more? Curious Gorge? Really? Curious Gorge. You can call me Curious Gorge. Well, you can call me whatever you damn please if you don't value your neck. I hail from the far north. Curious Gorge. Maybe there's a few more right up here. Aha! We got some kobolds here. But I don't need them. I need Ixel. Or something. What do I need here? Here's the colibri. Doesn't seem like there's anything else here. You kind of walk the entire zone, too. Kikiran Gold Roaster is what we're looking for. There's a ton of stuff in Eastern, in the other area. Across the bay. We haven't looked out on the islands. Oh, that was a bad time to jump. It worked out okay. Don't suppose there's a little Kikiran hideout way out here? There is some sort of a questing area. We're gonna come here in response to something. But no Kikiran. There's a shark. Maybe all the way south? Like along this area? I don't know, I don't remember. It's not really there. It's, we can't actually interact with it. Nothing here. Just some people fishing. Nope. There, this is just completely nothing over here at all. What if we hug this left wall? Maybe we'll find something. No, here we are. Symphonia? You don't run away yet. Right. That's a big app column. Oh, we still need another one. There we go. We're almost level 34. Perfect. We'll just finish up the quest in this area, which might just be this. And then we'll go back to the Waking Sands. Hopefully it doesn't immediately transition to a level 35 quest. That would be a little annoying. Pugils, on the beaches of Costa del Sol, we live in strange times. The carcass must have drifted ashore, for it seems to have been dead longer than a day or two, and that's when the beach was last tidied by the keepers. Thank you, ma'am. You need not stay downwind. I've smelled that smell before. We must step up the groundskeeping, I fear. Master Gigiruju is likely to have one of his ideas, otherwise. That settles their hash. And now they have yet another bone to pick with me. The 12 know I have many a skeleton in my closet. Don't read too much into that, my dear. But those settlers have quite the ossuary. Costa del Sol was Admiral Melvib's hobby horse. She had an idea to settle this area, and so brought a number of folk on indenture. The terms were very generous. Hardly anyone died, a credit to her leadership. Yes, very creditable. She had no head for business. Kept trying to farm this salty land. I stepped in and saved her from ruin. Costa del Sol now, a jewel of commerce and culture, but I assure you it was not thus when I purchased it. Many of the settlers have stayed and prospered. A good third of my household was once raw pioneer. But some people are like figs. They want to stay the same. Tiresome, I say. They have no one to blame but themselves. I mean, clearly this is supposed to be a tourist, a tourist area. This doesn't really work as a, you don't want to farm in a place like this. This should be for tourism. Or for fishing. There could be quite a fishing industry here. Okay, looks like that's it for this island. There's still a lot to do over here, and we have some hunts for over there. But we are going to go to the Waking Sands and report in to Menphelia. We haven't talked with her since we killed Titan, and that was like 10 hours ago in game. 3 episodes ago, 3 or 4 maybe. Disquieted villagers. Okay, that just doesn't look right. This is a car going up the stairs. That's just wrong. Oh. Everyone's dead. Well, that's not good. Anybody I know? Or just randoms? No, it looks like just randoms. Menphelia, are you okay? Neuraxia. This one is glad. Walking one is safe.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heaven she is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Guardians.
No further.
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring her forth, and you may yet know mercy.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Walking woman Philia asked this one too. In case Walking One returned, this one was to say, at church in eastern Thailand, Walking One must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking Woman Philia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. It's cool. I know how to raise. Oh, it's not letting me. Invalid target. Tragic. So they're talking about the Church of Saint Adama. Adama Landama, right. This is Thanalan, of course. The Lalafels rule. And can I say again just how much I enjoy that this game continually sends us back to areas that we know. That these areas are developed. You're not just sent here and then, like, compare it to like World of Warcraft, where you might clear a zone and the zone might have an internal story, but then you never come back to that zone, and that story never impacts the rest of the world. This is very much, you know, there's a world, and then we have adventurers running around doing stuff in the world. And they are constant. You'll run into Buscarin over and over again. Is something troubling you, my child? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there's anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. The wild roses are dead. You may speak freely here. We're all friends of the Scions. How could this have happened? Are you certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Guardians? Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It's the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I'll gladly offer that self-same service to her brother and sister Scions. Please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Mark, come here for a moment. If you require assistance, pray speak with Mark. He's a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. Mark is a survivor of the Battle of Carteneau. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. I want you to look after Ye. Do you understand? Yes, Father. Those who wait. They also serve? Is that what that's about? Is there an explanatory text? All good things come to those who wait. Okay. Death begets death, especially in those places where privation is the sovereign. A corpse left unburied is a rich field to vilekin. Where they may sow pestilence and water it with their miasma. Nowhere is the rule of privation as apparent as in Lost Hope. A man may die upon the roadside there and go unclaimed, for no ties bind these unhappy folk together except a common misfortune. Their homelands are no more. As long as they live, some hope remains, and so we must thwart pestilence before it begins. Deliver this repellent to that den of sorrow. Level 35 quest, so we might not be able to turn it in. Are we able to start this one? We are, but it's level 35, so we might have to fall back and do stuff. Do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horologe, which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There is something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device it will come to me. I lack the proper tools to do so. Journey to Camp Drybone in my stead and obtain a ballpoint chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They're often used by goldsmiths. I don't expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Someone outside? Where is that turnip head? We've already waited some hours for my cousin, and still he dallies thou knows where. He's ever late. I do not understand why he simply cannot depart early. I confess I'm fond of the fool. I'd go look for him, but his route winds close to Haladalai, and they say 'tis a romp of beasts there, beasts of the most dangerous kind. You are an adventurer, and surely this is that sort of thing. Will you look for my feckless cousin? You see, you that wonder-working adventurer? You can work some for me today. The father asked me to mend this vestment, but look, both the weft and the weave's gone there and there. I'll need more cloth than I have. There's a merchant at Blackbrush Station. He'll give you what I need. Hurry on, off to Central Thanalan you go. The sun has shone upon a terrible sight today. One of the bereaved wished to place upon the grave of his beloved a sprig of Althic lavender. He strayed far, for the flower is sparse in these parts, and was grievously wounded by fiends. Grief makes us all slow in wits and limb. I fear these attacks will not cease until the creatures are gone. I pray you banish the foul things. They were last seen to the east, near the Gubu, which we have had several quests for. It's a common landmark. A bull-point chisel, you say, and a pair of needle-nosed pincers. Those things don't come cheap, you know. Balls! I mean, yes, that should be sufficient. Nice doing business with you. I think we just got cheated. There's a new one out here too. Level 41, so that's not for us. Oh, and just to verify, so our scholar level is going up as our summoner does. Because when we get XP, it says we have gained Arcanist XP, which applies to both of its jobs, apparently. We've done some work around here before. And yes, we're not able to turn it in. We're too low. So we'll have to run around and perhaps do some hunts. Might be able to turn in the MSQ. But that's okay. We should probably just level up one more time. Oh my. Yeah, those were mobs from inside Hello. Thank you thrice. Saw those rather nasty brutes coming and thought, well, nothing much beyond... Ah! They really should take old Halalai down. The place has absolutely gone to pot. Oh, look at the time. Mustn't keep the burial waiting too much longer. Suppose my cousin, she of the overtight corset, is none too pleased. Interesting description. Mr. Slipshod and Mrs. Uptight. What do I need to do up there? Show Zazawaka the sticks of biotin repellent. Okay. What business do you have here, stranger? Oh, you come from the church of Saint Adama Lendama. The Vilekin repellent. The good father told me last moon of this plan. He's a man that keeps his word. 'Twas kind of him to have you deliver it. Did he tell you where and how these are to be used? I fear I have little knowledge of alchemy. So what is this place? They're growing plants of some sort. In a cave. Thank you, stranger. This place may seem wretched to you. None here would deny it is. Last year I had to look up a charnel house, so fiercely did the pestilence rage. Tell Father Iliad we owe him a debt of life. I wonder if we are saved from a plague only to perish in war. We've little love for Garlemald here, and news of them who burned our homes travels fast. What chance does Lost Hope have against a force that plucked Alamigo like a ripe peach? Fight or flee, we must make plans. Few have ears to listen to me. They have too much to fear already, too many demons to slay. That's a shame, but nothing I can do about it. What's this? Oh, it's part of the fate. I was like, I wonder what that was. Come here from Dee Ju, did you? I was wondering where she'd gone to. Stopped by her shop the other day. Was gonna offer her a cup of tea. She missed a nice one, an amber tip from Carithus. Her usual, I'm assuming? The tattered linen. Yes, madam. Now don't you go misapprehending, it's nice and soft. She can pulls out the threads and reweaves what she's mending. But we can't turn any of these in. Do I? Okay, let's just take a look. We have plenty of these left to go. Most of them are Eastern Lanoskia, if I remember. Outer Lanoskia. Carithus Central. Carithus Central. North Shroud. East Shroud. Okay, so nothing else in Thanalan. We have a quest we can turn in here, too. So what do we need in North Shroud? Proud Creek. Dryads. Up there, up north. Or dryads? Look like treants. Maybe they're treants named dryads? No, they're called dryads. They are treants. And that's it. So I can't turn this one in? I thought I was 34. Oh, 36. Never mind. Level 44. Too much for me. 47. I think we were better off back east. There we go. Need another snow pup. And more goobos. But not that one. That's the wrong type of gooboo. Maybe I got all the goobos. Alright, what do we need left? Taurus at Providence Point, and Feral Crocs at Dragonhead. Taurus. Feral crocs. Now we actually ran around down here. I don't remember seeing any feral crocs. Maybe going up north. Providence Point's up here anyway, so. Nah, I hate going, into a new zone that we haven't been told to go to yet. Oh, okay. Convenient. They're right here. These guys have their mouths open the wrong direction. It bothers me a little. So these Taurus. All that's left. Oh, wait, no, don't set a home point. I guess we've already attuned. When we were mining, probably. Is that what I need? A little dragon thing? It looked bigger than that. These are Vodoriga. No, I don't need them. This still counts as Dragonhead, actually. So we're not leaving in the right zone. We need to be in Providence Point. There we are. Ogre. Not what we need. That looks like what we need. That thing back there. I'm wrong. Downy Avis. It's an ogre cave. What's it look like? Taurus. Doesn't it kind of looks a little like an ogre? But I don't think, no, I don't think it's back here. It looks like a creature. No. this is not the right place. Bubbling Spring. Oh no, that's part of the fate. It's an empty looking place. Very different from like Thailand. I think we're too high now. These are level 39. I mean, we could kill them, but I don't think they're part of the log. Maybe they are. Well, these ones, I mean, they could be part of the log, but these particular things are not. Another Avis. We're in the wrong place. An ogre. Well, damn. This is White Brim. This is technically in this area, not Providence Point. Oh, no, this is where I was last time, and I was equally confused. Maybe this part over here counts as Providence Point? Maybe down there. Yeah, let's go down and take a look. No. It's all the same mob all throughout. Like I said, we're not even in the right place. Now we're at Providence Point. So this area over here is Providence Point. There it is. Let's just get past these will-o'-the-wisps. Oof. That was a close one. Oops. Here I am just fiddling around trying to make sure, failing to get my controls straight. There we go. Alright, this goes down quite a ways. Will of the Wyke. Huh. Well, not our problem. All right. I don't need these. I thought I did. I guess I'm wrong. There we go. We need a specific type of goo. Mildweed. Mildwed? Mildewed. For some reason it was not connecting to me. It's a mildewed. Goo. Embarrassing. Gyme? What's a gyme? Oh, a gyme. That's not fair, man. That's cheating. Alright, what else? Grass raptors. And not those. Don't recall seeing grass raptors. Maybe up to the northwest? Either that or way south. Here they are. There we go. Let's finish up these hunts though, so so that we have less options next time. So up to Outer Lanaskia, somewhere I have not been before. Hey, I need those anyway. Not for this quest, not for this person, but for our, for the flames. Well, we can't leave. We need to find a few more. This is the navel? I guess so. I mean, I don't want to do it again. But I guess, is this where we came? I don't remember. It was around here, though, so that makes sense. you're a patrolman. I think they're requiring us to kill 3, and there are not 3 here. Instead, we have to wait for one of them to respawn. Or maybe there's a bunch of them right on the other side of this gate. But we might as well get this one that we know about. There he is. Good timing, man. Yeah, there's another one. Level 41. They're like talking about this, and I'm like in here killing them. Let's just run through, get to camp overlook without dying. Velociraptors here. These are level 34 quests. We haven't been sent here. I'm a little surprised. Maybe this is going to be in the future. So we're looking for Querals in the long climb. So up here. Or really anywhere on the west side of the map, I guess. Wasn't my problem. Wasn't my fault. I didn't fail it. I just got here. Assault columns. Where are the cats? There's the cats. Let's get rid of this golem. No cats. Nope, there's some more. It's a young Cabrero account. I forget which one was which. It was Nim was the one that our scholar was associated with, I think. I was gonna say that it was appropriate that we were here in this floating city of Nim, but no, that we're like some sort of Allegan thing. Let's just wait for respawn. I don't see any more cats beyond the 2 small cats. Too young. There we are. Alright, and the last one was somewhere in Shroud, I believe. East Shroud at Lark's Call. So up in the Sylphlands. Oof. Okay. I remember when that was death, but I guess we are doubling up. There it is. Alright. Almost 36 from that. Wow. That was a big chunk of XP. I need to get a Coke. Be right back. And I'm back. Alright. Hydration break, everyone. Make sure you have something to drink. I gotta admit, these 5-hour episodes and often playing a couple sessions a day, although not if they're 5 hours, they do have an impact on my voice. I'm going the wrong way. I probably should rest my voice more. It's probably not good for me. But, oh well. I'm just like getting really into this game, you know. Thank you, he's absolutely incorrigible. But to think we might have had to bury him as well. And again, that's one burial he wouldn't have been late for. There you are. Did you get what I need? Much appreciated, adventurer. Now we'll see how nimble these fingers are. When the calamities struck, it sundered life everywhere, not only among our races. Look around and you'll see how things have fallen apart. Feet, claws, roots, all have been torn from the earth they were planted on. The dead Gubu was a child of Kerthus. The calamity shattered its native mountains, and it fled before their destruction as a caravan flies before a sandstorm. Years it wandered, we found it dying, and received its memories. It had gathered seeds from every land it passed through, and they flower upon its corpse, a living map of its loss and exile. North to south, mountains to desert, cloudberry and shooting stars, marybells and cliff roses, Althic lavender from Lower Thanalan, even Rozelles from Bloodshore. To wander is a dream and a nightmare. Adventurers such as yourself must know it better than I, but I imagine there are days when the flame of adventure gutters, and you feel yourself to be as bereft as those in lost hope, and upon us no flowers grow. That's pretty damn bleak, man. Wow. Thanks for the backstory. So generous is Father Iliad to so many. He feeds, clothes, and physics them tirelessly. Yet he has none to do for him what he does for others. I'd show him my appreciation with a special gift, but sadly my meager purse is not enough. Will you speak to the other brothers and sisters and see whether they feel as I do? I've made an arrangement with Armgard, who runs a concern at Camp Drybone. Thank you, yea. Sometimes for what ails us in thinking we find a relief in doing. The ministration to exiles is one of the duties of the Church of Saint Adama Landama. I pray that someday with the grace of the gods they may yet find again what they have lost. Be silent and take my guilt. Pray forgive my outburst, good madam. It's only that I owe Father Iliad my life, and an opportunity to give him something, no matter how small, sets my spirit afire. Shut up and take my money. We'll turn that in later. I want to do the side quests first. Even if it does mean we end up going back and forth a few times, perhaps. But you never know when the side quest is going to have you suddenly leave the zone. Oh, below me. There's Amgard, but apparently I need to find someone else first. A gift for Father Iliad, of course. It does not take thought to see the good in him. It warms my heart that Brother Baron would go to such trouble. Thank you both for your efforts. Greetings, yea. Brother Baron said you might be coming by. A gift for Father Iliad, he said. Good father must be a man much beloved from the weight of these sacks. I've given this matter much thought. A consignment of high-quality spices arrived just this day. Maybe cinnamon cookies would suit? I've received many a kind word from customers about my cookies. I've also observed the good father linger at my store whenever a fresh batch was to be smelt coming out of the oven. The only times he spent his gil on cookies and cakes, it was for the children of Lost Hope. I mean, this quest is to give a man a cookie? Sure. Oh, and we do have a level 35 quest. They're gonna teach me how to upgrade my topaz into Titan, I guess. We can get through that some other time. Here you go, man. How about cookie? What? Cinnamon cookies by Thal. A gift, you say, from brother Baron Esmore and sister Zozaru. How kind they are. I could tell them there was no need, but our order teaches us to see a need, despite the needy's disavowal. I'll thank them from my heart. I had a son, and through his happy marriage, a daughter. Well matched they were, and well met. Their house smelt of good things like this, and there was always an open peg for my cloak and a tall glass of mint. When they died, I... Solemn episode. Was he pleased? That's good. I believe it does his heart good to give word to his sorrows. That's what we tell the bereaved in the lichards. That grief must be both shrieked and spoken. I'd heard that Father Iliad had suffered a great loss in the calamity. His heart grows as large as a palace, and scores dwell there in the haven he makes of it. Would that someday I am half the man he is. There you go. Something occurs to me. Please wait here a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, this was a mistake. Please give the horologe to Sister Alunet. The man who once owned it is currently in her care. I think it best to be returned to him. Good day to you, madam. Is that a dead person that you're burying? Really? Here, have a horologe. Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say it measures the passing of time. Maybe they're more common in Garlemald. I'm given to understand that cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Mark said it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear, you don't suppose the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybow. But, mayhap more importantly, how did Mark manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. Level 34 weapon counter, which I think I could use, right? No, I already have a level 34. Never mind. I recognize you now, Ye. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who have lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you. You should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the waking sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. Taking part might help you find closure. This episode did take quite a grim turn. You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the discharge they go. Be thankful you don't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. It was the stuff of nightmares. Gosh damn Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they have with these folks, and I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Ain't I seen you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Never mind. Any road, there's a carriage coming to haul the bodies to the discharge out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I have a mind to leave the remainder to you. You might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks are starting to churn. This is so morbid. Oh, the Lalafell was easier to pick up. Oh god. Oh, this one. What happened to the big fella? Forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss him in the back. Then like they'll complain. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. Not sure if the Sylphs benefited from our alliance. That's Neuroxia's corpse. Wow. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the Lich Yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them our work here is done. I see you decided to heed my advice. I pray that, in doing so, you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago. We've begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I'd like you to know that for many, death came quickly. Rest assured, we'll treat them with the utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Although we can perform rites for most of the Scions, there's one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to our people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It's only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. This one will bring that one to her family. We were just here, so I probably should have waited. Oh well. This one is surprised to see walking one of the Solace. How can these ones assist walking one? Neuraxia, but this one does not understand. Muxio, this one has heard such wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One, awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Neuraxia, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. So, not only Neuraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuraxia. Neuraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuraxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial ones must pay. Imperial ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial ones, do not forget these ones. These ones will not have Neuraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. You're kind of tiny, though. We thank you for your service to the Church and to the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I'd remind you have already done so much on their behalf. Take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Ye. I'm not imagining it, Ye. I know I'm being watched. This is different, sinister. It's as if I'm under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me? It will only take a moment. Oh, hello. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please, allow me a moment alone. Wait, Father Iliad must hear of this. Tell him for me. It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend that such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Do you know anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? I mean, he was clearly imperial. This is Guardian Steel, which means the man who was watching Mark was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait,
Hear me, Sid. Eorzea needs you.
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
who are you?
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak.
Kurthus, not Karthus? Been saying it wrong.
Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity, so let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
Hey, mount speed increase. Nice. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, ye. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there's a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity, much like the Great Gubu Wall of Ul'dah. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Kurthus. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over a Foulhorde float, closest settlement to Kurthus. Mayhap the Serpents stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I'd hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time. I see the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid. I like that we're getting more and more voiced dialogue. I think that as in later expansions, like there's a ton of voice dialogue. Yeah, that's in Golden Saucer. I still haven't done anything with this yet. I need to go and deal with that at some point. Let's just go ahead and do this. And hey, we're finally high enough level to turn in that quest now. Is there aught I can assist you with, miss? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Kurthus. What became after it, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with a Vortifart at Florentel's Spire. I'm unsure what it is you hope to accomplish then. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell the machinery is fiendishly complex. Luckily for us, we've got that man. With their water hoarded in vaults of ice and their herbage held under snow, the larger beasts have become positively infernal in their need to survive. Take heed if you head northbound, for know that you're riding into battle. You come in search of Vortifart. Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years since before the great snows come to Kurthus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do remember that day. It was on the eve of the Battle of Carteneau, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. All of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the Calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Kurthus. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help. To obtain them, you need to deal with the Ishgardians, who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs, above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates. Even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept any aid freely offered. We go off into not Ishgard, to Kurthus. Just as we get mount speed in one place, we leave it. It makes sense. I'm sure we're going to go back there again. You know, actually, I think this is as good a time as any to take a break. I'm going to stop here. We'll continue next time. So thank you, everyone, for watching. Until next time.